game number 1, they went for more of an engaged type of champions. But here, this time, it is going to be them who will go for a wombo combo type. We have Alistar who can always initiate the fight right here with the Shyvana. And the shockwave of Orianna on top of those champions is going to be scary. So red team will have to watch out for that in the team fights. And you mentioned earlier the Darius jungler. I mean, no, the what do you call this? The Garen jungler. Haven't seen that one. So let's see how this pans out for red team. Again, they will have to win this game number 1. Pretty early, safe early game for both sides right now. So we will have time for a rundown. Go ahead, nice. So this time you start the rundown.
I just want to say too, this time we have the story. We have, for the lore fans out there, we have Demantia versus the Noxian, basically.
Wow.
Like,
right,
you know,
yeah, Demantia jungler.
So yeah, so we have over here on the blue team, we have Halu on Orianna. At the mid lane, we have Jinx as BEIII playing Jinx as the AD carry. We have Alistair on the support, Papa Hands GTV. We have Atroius on the Darius versus the Akali over there. And we have, again, Shyvana played by Hercules.
Heracles. Or sorry.
Heracles.
Yeah, Heracles. Right, on the red side, it is going to be Aoi on the Baron laner Akali. This time, Dielo on the Garen jungler. We have Boonaktah on the ADR Kaisa, Master J on the Lulu support, and Infinity this time will be playing the mage right here for the team mid Galio. Alright, so I think I like both sides right now when it comes to team comp. This will boil down to execution of their plan. Not really sure how they're planning for the Galio ultimate to set up for the team. They don't have a strong engage right here for red team. This is going to be very interesting to see how they are going to be executing this. While on the blue side, Team BEIII have very good setups for initiation right here. There it is. Galio is going to be there. It's going to be set up for the gank right there, but the flash is burned on the Galio, right, man? And that's a small win, and Team BEIII will take that anytime of the day.
Yeah, I think Team Boonaktah is going to have to pretty much rely on the Galio. You know, that's their main initiation. Galio is going to have to go and like pretty much hero jump into the team fight. Hopefully it does come back here. But that's what they're going to have to hope for, is they're going to have to hope for that initiation pretty much on the Galio.
But with that Galio initiating, that basically turns down the ultimate. That wastes the ultimate of Galio, right? So that's going to be very interesting for red team if that's the plan, definitely right here. We're back with the stream. We're looking at 0-0 on the board. Pretty peaceful early game right here. We're looking at 2 minutes 45 seconds in the game. First Drake of the game is going to be the Mountain Drake, so I think the party is going to start there, and that will break the status quo of the game.
Yep, and it looks like they have some vision around there too. It is Mountain Drake, and if we talk about Drakes here, you know, the Mountain Drake is the shield buff. It does help a little bit, but it is going to still be a priority as dragons are very important. Garen initiating on top of the Orianna. And that silence is deadly, so they do have to watch out for that silence from Garen. And as a jungle Garen, he has the speed to come from the bush if it's not warded and do something with that.
I think that's going to be their initiation plan right here. As at the top, it is going to be Akali taking so much damage, and the damage from the Darius is going to be true. First blood taken right there. Darius takes it, and it is Team BEIII on top of the game right now.
That is not what you want to do. You did not want to start feeding that Darius or giving him that first blood, those kills, because we saw what happened in game 1. And obviously, red team does not want a repeat of game 1 on this Darius. So they're going to go ahead and secure that vision here. Little headbutt there from the Alistair. But you can see them starting to line up for the dragon, and we're going to see a fight most likely for this dragon as everybody's making their way down. But Akali is still in the top lane. And we're going to have to see what happens with here. It looks like they're just going to back off for now.
I think red team knows that red blue team is in the lead right now. Blue team will really want this since they have the Shyvana in their team comp. This is going to be very important for them. Every dragon counts for that Shyvana. But there is no aggressive take for this. So both teams are playing this methodically. They will really want to get a pick off first before they want to take this one. So I like this call from both teams right now. Red team is going to be starting the dragon already. Blue team knows about this, and they're starting to collapse in that area. But are they gonna reach this on time? 2K on the Dragon, 1K, and there it is. They're in. Shyvana goes in with the Dragon. It is gonna be the Galio who takes the Dragon. That is Shyvana denied from that, and Shyvana still dies in the fight. This is bad for blue team. Red team, that is gonna be their signal to exit when Galio died, and red team will get out, and they get paid with the first Drake of the game 5 minutes in.
Shyvana flashed and ultimated into the pit to try to get the steal. Unfortunately, was not able to secure that dragon as red team secured that. So not only did they not get the dragon and lost the team fight, but she lost her summoner spell as well. And it looks like here too, each lane is doing okay, but as objectives get lost a little bit, it builds up. And here goes a little skirmish here, Galio on top of the Orianna. And the poke from Orianna here is a little bit better than this Galio. And you have 3 members of the red team now trying to secure vision here around the Rift Herald, which will spawn very shortly, I think in 10 seconds or so. And we're going to see how they play this out as they make their way up to the top lane on top of Darius. Garen versus Darius, like with the Akali as well. Here comes the Galio, and are they going to be able to take him down? And that is Darius going down to the Demancian Justice himself, Mr. Garen. And here comes the Scuttle as well. They're going to get the vision and hopefully play into the Rift Herald. The Shyvana just around the corner, as well as an Orianna.
All right, that initiation for the Galio is going to miss, and that will trigger the exit for red team right there. Shyvana wanted to help the Darius, but when she saw that there are 3 red champions right there, she didn't want a piece of that anymore. And that is going to be Darius going down. Demacian justice served, and Darius is going to be the victim. Here it is, another miss right here for the initiation by the Galio. But now, never mind, they're still going to take the fight. Shyvana goes down first. Galio goes down second. Blue team is in a good position right here. They are going to be focusing on the Garen. Garen already very low, and Garen will go down. Lulu goes down first though. That is 3 champions on the red side, dying only 1 on the blue side. They're winning this right now. Make that 4, and that is going to be the fight. Blue team. Team BEIII takes the fight, takes the paycheck, and they will take the Rift Herald as the reward 7 minutes in.
Boonaktah right now is thinking deja vu with this Darius as he just cleaned up the triple kill right there. And again, they're going to secure the Rift Herald. Most likely, unless Akali can do something here. Garen trying to make a play, and it looks like the Rift Herald's going to go to the blue team. Garen getting a kill there. So they did secure the Rift Herald, and Akali picking up a kill as well in the Galio. And at least they secured the objective, but we're going to have to see how they decide to play that out. Who did pick up the Rift Herald? It looked like Shyvana did pick it up. So
yeah, Shyvana.
They were able to secure that.
A good cleanup right there by the red team. At the very least, they get something out of that fight. They needed that badly because it is blue team. Team BEIII already starting to snowball right now. We're looking at a 5K goal lead, and that's pretty comfortable for Team BEIII to sit on right now. 75 on the board, 1 Drake count, 2 turrets down on the red side. That is big, and no turrets going down, and the turrets are pretty healthy right now. So red team, Boonaktah will have to step up on their objective game right here.
Yeah, but they're to be honest, the red team is doing a little bit better than last game. They are continuing to farm up, and they just have to keep farming up, putting gold into, you know, their AD carry, their mage, and hope for the longer game here, and not to get a huge gap. Because if you look at the gold on that Darius already, he has so much. He has the Triforce already, and it looks like he's building into his second item. And on top of that, you have the gold from the Orianna as well. 7,600, and they're gonna go on top of the Orianna now. The shockwave, not enough. Garen just surviving, and they're gonna go on Shyvana now. It's a 2 versus 1 here. Here comes Akali. Can she help out? They're gonna try to take out the Shyvana, but she gets away. Oh no, the Akali with the kill there, and now they're on top of these two. It is a 3 versus 3 here in the mid lane. Akali with the Lulu buff, and the dragon is up. It's an infernal dragon, so they want that 8% damage buff. But what just happened?
Orianna got taken down. Red team got pretty confident that they can take it, but Shyvana was already very tanky in that fight. Shyvana took down 1 champion, but I thought Shyvana was gonna survive with the clutch shield right there, but Akali with the clutch kill right there, and that evens things out 2 for 2 and no take on the dragon. Because of that, we are looking at a 9-7 gold lead. 9-7 on the scoreboard with a 5k gold lead still. It's been a stalemate at the last 2 seconds so far. So here we go. Blue team is going to be casting the Rift Herald here in the mid to create space for them as they will take the Drake. Drake is already being started. This is going to be a headbutt for the turret. That turret is going to go down. Blue team is just going to go for the chase on the Lulu at the bottom side. No take on the Drake just yet. But red team is baited out right here. Galio is going to be first to initiate a fight, but this is a 5v3. This is a bad position for blue team. Red team can take this, and they are doing just that. Darius is going to go down first. Galio did go down, but this is... Kaisa, you need to get out of town, but she is still going to fall down. But the punish right here is going to be on point. That Garen is very scary right now. Very big on that. That is 4 for 3. And Garen will look to make this an ace. Are they going to be able to do that? And yes, they will. That is an ace by Team Boonaktah. And they are back in this game, evening the board. And the gold is still on the blue side, but they will take this Drake with open hands.
Not if Darius can get there in time. It looks like he's making his way to Dragon.
Slow one.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a slow one here.
You have the Garen and the Kali, and here comes Darius, Shyvana, Alistar to follow. Can they get the Dragon in time? They'd want that buff.
The smite is there.
They got the smite, and in the initiation from the Galio, Infinity trying to make a play here for his team. He does get pulled, but he's able to get away just in time. And it's better if they back off there. They secured that Dragon. They have the damage buff, which is really good. And they're slowly making their way back here. They're starting to win these team fights. They're getting their items, and they can start focusing on objectives.
All right, Boonaktah. It's never over till it's over. They're slowly crawling their way up here in this fight, and medyo malaki pa rin ang gold lead. Just a 4k this time, around 4k gold lead this time. So that's 1k chip right there. But the big story is that they have 2 dragons, and this is 2 dragons denied from that Shyvana. And Shyvana without the dragons, Shimbu always says, parang si James Reid yan na hindi nakamaylo. Right? So may energy gap Shyvana in the late game is not Shyvana in the late game is not going to be that scary with 2 dragons denied from her. There is still hope for the red team. We're still at 12 minutes in, so there's still enough time for red team to buy more options in this game to get back. I know they can do that right now. They are trying to open up something there. It's going to be collapse right here. Alistar is going to be focused on. Don't focus on the tanks, man. They are still focusing the Alistars though, but Alistar is going to go down with the guillotine right there. That's going to be on point. Oh, Kaisa is going to go for the backlines, and that is going to be Jinx going down blue side. Where are you going? You are going to go back home, but you are going to go back home in a body bag. And this is almost another kill. One more skill, and that is the Orianna going down. That's 4 kills for 2. Red team Boonaktah coming alive in this game.
All the while, Shyvana doing all that she pretty much could at that point was to push that lane and try to get a tower. They are winning team fights. Red team is winning team fights. That's great. But they need to start getting objectives, especially the turrets, and that's why there is such a big gold gap here. You can see Akali trying to go 1 versus 1 on a Shyvana. Shyvana's going to go ahead and just get out of there. She's already done her job at the top lane, getting that push. And again, red team Boonaktah really does need to start focusing on getting some of these turrets down, opening up the map, and putting some vision around the map to help them win this game. Because they are in this game. They have everything they need. They have the double buff, dragon buff. Everybody is starting to get into their 3rd item, if not 4th item. And they just need to play as a team to get these objectives, especially this middle turret, this tier 1 middle turret. They need to get that to open up the map.
And they're just doing that right now. Shockwave is going to hit 2 champions right here, but Orianna is going to be in trouble right here. Quick stasis right there to try to survive. She will still get dismembered. That is going to be blue team going for the punish right here, though. You killed our Orianna, but we are going to be taking 3. They're trying to look for taking for 4 right now. Oh no! This Aoi is putting up a show right now. Aoi just said, let me have this. That's blue team obliged, but they regret their decision right there. 3-for-3 exchange. I thought that was going to be a comeback for the blue side in the team fights, but Aoi just knocks off the wind off their sails. It is 17-19 and a 6K goal lead by Boonaktah in this game. 14 minutes and 45 seconds in.
Hey, on the upside, they got the middle turret.
Right, true.
They got the middle turret. There was a point there that the turret had like 70 HP, and unfortunately they couldn't get that last hit on because it got some turret shots off, and they're gonna go ahead and steal the jungle camps here. We have the next dragon coming up in about 5 seconds, and this is going to be a team fight, of course, as they try to secure their third dragon buff.
Right, look at the gold lead. It's just 3K this time, so slowly but surely, red team is crawling their way up in this game. There's going to be a fight right here. Oh no, Akali has an open gate for the flank right there. Shyvana will set, Oriana will send out the ultimate right there. Shyvana will go down first. It's a dirty fight. Galio goes down second. That's Kaisa with the stasis. Akali with the stasis right there will survive. Red team will start running because two champions on their side died already, and Akali is in no condition to fight anymore. This is opening for blue side to take this Drake. Let's see if they can take that.
Not only that, they saw the Darius coming, walking down the middle lane, and they had to retreat there. They're gonna go ahead and secure the vision for the Drake. And honestly, blue team, they don't need the Cloud Drake. The Cloud Drake. They don't need the Cloud Drake, but they probably will fight it just because they know at this point they can win these team fights. And so they have the vision there, and they're going to see how red team decides to play this out, and they're going to respond from that point.
All right, but let's see how they're going to be responding. It's going to be Kaisa who will start the Drake. We want to see vision right there. They are going to be denying the blast cone right here, so that's very good. I like that call from red team right now. They spot this Darius right here. Akali's going to go for the fight right here, and the female of the team is very confident, but Aoi, just a chess match right there, will disengage wisely, and the dragon still up for the taking for both sides right now. I think there's going to be party right here. It's going to continue. Blue team does not know about the HP right now. Dragon is already down right there. Rocket is going to miss just by a hair. And that is Garen taking the Drake. And that's 3 Drakes onto the red side. Slowly but surely, Boonaktah winning this game.
They definitely are winning the dragon game. But how about the turret game? How about the rest of this match here?
True.
We have to see if they can actually utilize these buffs. Once you have 3 dragon buffs, it does make a difference, and that's why they're starting to set up around Baron, because they want to force a fight with these small buffs. And as itemization is starting to complete, see here, hit the initiation onto the blue team, and they're going to go ahead, and Shyvana's going in. There's the heroes landing, and as the fight breaks out, Garen goes down from the Darius. They have to watch out for the execute. There's another one from Darius on top of the Galio. The stasis is out from the Akali. Darius again with the triple kill. That's what I'm talking about. The danger of Darius. And that ultimate is just too much for them to handle.
Right, it is 2 champions going down on the blue side and 3 champions on the red side. Red side is still very comfortable right here with the fights. We're looking at 22-23, pretty even game, but we talked about the Drake game. Remember, our red team has the Kaisa. Basically, whenever you have a Kaisa, that's a late game insurance. So this Kaisa is starting to look scary right here. So that's gonna be the story for red team. Let's see if they can build on that. On the fight earlier, Galio did go for the ultimate, but it was at the backlines. If you notice that it did not hit the blue side at all. So that is the reason why blue team won the fight. The Galio's ultimate is always very big in the team fights, but if you miss that, that's gonna be a very huge chunk of your firepower taken away in the fight. That would have been a signal already to get back and do not fight at that area, but they still took it, and red team lost 3 chances because of that. But they are going to be taking the Baron right here. Blue team knows about this, but this dragon is going down pretty fast right here. Let's see if there's going to be a contest. No, I don't think so. It's going to be Baron taking right under the noses of the blue side. This is something for the red team. Good news for them, man.
Yeah, good news. I mean, they have the 3 dragons now. They have the Baron buff. They can finally get some push in these lanes. And you have to look at the Akali too. The Akali is packing so much damage. AO on this Akali, I believe is 9-1 and 9. And look at the itemization on the Akali. Almost every item that she needs, she has. So if she plays it correctly and puts out the damage on the targets that need to go down on Team BEIII, they can slowly pick those off. The problem is, who is their initiator? Like we were talking about earlier, you have Galio, but you waste it on an initiation. You have a Garen to run in there. Right? So you're going to see here, they're going to go ahead and push on this turret in the mid lane with that Baron buff and see how it plays out.
Yeah, let's see what kind of damage they can do at the top. They already took one turret down. Mid turret is not going to live for long. Red team has the initiation. I mean, blue team has the initiation right here, Team BEIII. But they are wise enough not to engage since red team has the Baron buff right here. They will just look to defend right here. Red team is already pinging for the Drake. That's going to be the Infernal Drake coming in. But they're quite early for the position right here. So the pressure is not going to be completed. Bottom turret is going to go down. The creeps alone are going to be enough to destroy that turret. And the turret goes down just like that by the creeps. Blue team will start to push right here. Death Bush is going to be set up right here. Let's see if they're going to take it. No, they won't. They will back away and just create a position for the Elder Drake.
Yeah, they definitely need to secure this Drake. And they know. I mean, look at the they've evened out the turrets. And here comes the initiation from the Gallo. There was no vision there. And the team is going to go ahead and initiate. Red team going in. There's the Galio ult. And Garen trying to do something. Silence. Can they fight them off? It looks like they're just going to actually disengage here and set up for the Elder Drake. They can take this out. And we're going to see if they try to contest it.
They will try. Darius is in the area, so Darius can always take this anytime when he wants to get in. Shyvana comes in, and it's going to be a fight right here. Shyvana is going to go down first with the Damascene Justice. Alistar's going to be second, killed by Aoi's just saying, I'm going to have corned beef for dinner tonight. And red team is taking the fight. Garen goes down, but that chase is on cold for only one champion here left. BEIII is left running and left alone to mourn for the team as they get annihilated in this fight. BEIII will go down and join the teammates right there. Red team Boonaktah takes the fight. They take the final Drake of the game and they take everything, an ace on top of that.
Look at the dragons. They got the Elder as well. And I told you the Akali played that perfectly. AoE, I told you they had to watch out for the Akali. The itemization is pretty much locked in there on top of all these buffs. And Akali cleaning up there. And that is going to be the difference between those objectives, those buffs, and the late game. As we said, they needed to get to the late game to have a chance to make this a 1-to-1 in the series. And now they're knocking on the door of Team BEIII.
There it is. Base of Team BEIII cracked open already. Bottom inhibitor turret is going to go down. We're looking at 22-28 on the scoreboard and a 5k golded this time on the red side. Haven't seen that for quite a while. Game 1 and Game 2. It's been a while since we haven't seen that at all in all the fights. But here it is. Red team is very confident right now with their position in this game. They are going to be threatening the Baron take right here. Blue team will have to try to respond. Shyvana will be spotting this with the Shire right there. Red team is still going to go for this. There is going to be a contest right there. Shyvana is being zoned by Aoi right now, but is going to be able to get in. And that's going to be Shyvana who takes the steal right there on the Baron. This is a disaster for the red team, but no, look at this right now. They did take the Baron, but at what cost? They're falling one by one. Oh, it's pretty even right now. Blue team, they're gonna look for a punish right here. It is 2 damage dealer right here, and red team will not want a piece of that. That's a pretty even fight right there, 3 for 3. But the story of that fight is the steal by the Shyvana right there. Shyvana will go down, but mission accomplished. She died for a cause.
Not only was that executed really well by the blue team, by Team BEIII, but I don't know if you saw the shockwave set it up perfectly to put that damage out there and caught who she needed to put out the damage. And then they were able to secure that Baron. So even with the dragon buffs, even with the Elder Dragon, Team BEIII did a great job with that fight. I mean, as behind as they are in buffs and everything, they did a great job.
Right, true, man. Aoi did her best. She tried to zone out the Shyvana because Shyvana's the biggest threat right there for the steal. Shyvana just sidestepped right there and went in for the ultimate to try to get in desperately, but nonetheless, she was successful in that take. And this will prolong the game even further for the blue team. And this buys them time, and time buys you option in this game. So let's see how they are going to be coming back. Pretty even fight so far. On the gold count, on the kill counts, it is red team who has the advantage right now. But the biggest difference right here are the Baron buffs. This is scary. So once this blue team will get a Baron buff, it's gonna be this Nexus, this base is just gonna melt like butter. Blue team will have to do their best at this point of the game to close this series out.
Yeah, and you pretty much have, I mean, both teams have one tier 3 turret down, and they're in the opposite side of the lanes, right? So where are they going to focus now? That's what they have to decide. They're at that point in the game where it's late game enough. You know, where are you going to go? Are you going to split push? How are you going to end the game? What is your win condition? And that's what the team needs to decide on how to end this. You clearly have everybody almost pretty much done with their itemization, and it's going to really come down to a team fight or some type of split push. Look, you have Shyvana on that end. Here comes, looks like they're trying to initiate here, and they're going to go ahead. The Lulu ultimate coming out. Nice pop-up. And are they going to be able to get the Galio ult? There it is, the ult from Darius. Another one to Poland, but it's not enough to take out Garen. And Alistair running for his life, the double kill from the Kai'Sa, the blast cone out, and Orianna trying to micro her way to some kills here. Garen's trying to spin the win, and Akali in the lane versus the Shyvana on a 1v1. Who's going to end that fight over there? And they're just going to back off here because, and Akali picking up that kill on the Shyvana, and now they have to worry about that lane. Yeah.
Orianna eats a smite in the face, and that's Orianna down, and she Jinx is only the one left here to defend the base, and this is gonna be a 4 versus 1 push, and I don't think that is gonna be enough for this hold. Cue in the victory music, because I think this game is over. Or not, that is gonna be Jinx making me a liar, man. Jinx for the double kill right there. Where are the teammates right there? They needed every bit of the team to really win this fight, but the red team did not go for the help, and Jinx just punishes them. 29 to 35 on the board. That was crazy, man.
Jinx said, not today. Good job by the Jinx there.
They just said, nope, not today.
Now it looks like Baron's up, so we're gonna definitely see another team fight here. They're trying to clear vision around the Baron, and it's gonna come down to another team fight. Darius is just like, you know what, I'm gonna start this Baron, and let's see what happens. Make them respond. We have people in their bases, Orianna and Alistair in their base, Kai'Sa coming down from the red base, and it's gonna turn into something here. And they're actually taking out the Baron. Nice start by the Darius. Are they gonna be able to finish this? No. They finished the Baron uncontested, so they just grabbed a free Baron.
I think they didn't have vision. Yeah, they did not have vision right there. That was a good call right there for blue side. I like that right now. I think the vision for the ward for Lulu was still on cooldown. So they didn't see it coming. Kai'Sa was in the area, but Kai'Sa went for the red buff instead. This is very big for blue side right now, but there's going to be a fight at the top side. Shyvana will try to run for her life, but it is going to be a dragon dinner for this evening. One champion down on the blue side. Red team, they are in the numbers advantage right now, but they don't have the Baron buff, so this is still not going to be the fight they need to win this fight. 29 to 36. The game is 27 minutes in already. This is the longest game I've casted so far, but so far so good. Every bit is very thrilling. Orianna's exit is gonna be cut right here, and so looks like so will her head. They are, oh no, Shockwave is gonna be there for the casting, but no, Stasis is just gonna be used to delay the inevitable. She still goes down mid though. This is something though. Orianna with the space created right there. Oh no, I think this is gonna be the win right there, man.
What an ending. What an ending. That's why you have to watch the map.